Now more than ever, multiple income streams is essential to creating financial stability and achieving financial freedom. Today, I want to share with you the 11 income streams I've built as a 23-year-old entrepreneur and a little bit on how I built them. Hopefully by the end of this video, you'll be inspired to further diversify your income and also have a couple of new income stream ideas to act on. Income stream number 1, my startup. I, along with my brother, run a company called Storage Hotel. It is a full-service storage company that makes storage incredibly convenient by picking up, storing, and delivering our customers' items. We earn income from the services that we provide, which is primarily moving and storage. What's cool about storage is that it's a very passive income stream, meaning that it earns us money without taking up much of our time. We store items in a facility, and every month we earn income from the monthly storage fees. There's really nothing more to it. My brother and I founded Storage Hotel in 2019 when I was still in university. It all started with a business idea. Now, how do you come up with one? You watching my videos is already in the right direction. Do research, analyze your life, someone you know, or an industry, and think about all the problems that exist. Income stream number 2, cryptocurrency. I still remember the first time I was introduced to Bitcoin. My friend told me about it in 2013 when I was 15 years old during PE class. I went home that day and bought myself 20 Bitcoins at $50 each, which is now worth almost $1 million. Just joking. I didn't buy anything. I didn't even know what the heck he was talking about. He even knew about Dogecoin during that time. If only I listened to him. Fast forward to 2017, and that's when I officially bought Bitcoin. Nowadays, I primarily invest in Bitcoin and Ethereum. I have like $20 in Dogecoin, but that's just for the meme. With crypto, I make income in 2 ways. The first is by actively trading it. I don't do no day trading, but I do look at the markets every day, and when there's an opportunity to make some gains, I go for it. The second way is by holding on for dear life, or hodling. Basically, holding. Crypto is a very volatile asset, but throughout the years, it has been on an uptrend and continues to do so. With the majority of my crypto, I choose to hold them and not touch them at all, even when the market is down by 80%, as I believe it'll be worth much more in the future. And it seems to be paying off. Links to everything that I use and recommend is in the description. By the way, please watch out for scammers in the comment section. A lot of them pretend to be me and are gonna try to convince you to message a trade analyst. Maybe we should prank call them one day. That'd be fun. Income stream number 3, ETFs. As enticing as the gains from crypto can be, at the end of the day, crypto is still very risky and speculative investments. So the majority of my investing still goes into traditional investments in the form of ETFs. An ETF is a large basket of individual stocks or bonds that you can invest in. For example, there's an ETF that tracks the S&P 500 index, which is made up of the 500 largest publicly traded companies in the US. Investing in that ETF is like investing in a little bit of all 500 of those companies at once. ETFs are great just like how multiple income streams are great. Diversification allows us to put our eggs into multiple baskets, which reduces our risk. On average, the typical annualized return of an ETF is 10%, although it really does depend on which ETF you're invested in. I started investing in ETFs when I was 17 with only $100, and how I did it was by using trading platforms. Links to those that I use and recommend are in the description. My strategy for ETFs is a long-term one. I buy and I forget about it. Because I'm not planning to sell my ETF funds for the next 10, 20, or even 40 years. ETFs are an income stream that I believe everyone should take part of because it's an easy and low-risk way to put your money to work and make passive income. Income stream number 4, client work. I do client work for people, companies, and brands. This includes services such as marketing, content creation, social media management, and consulting. I also put freelancing and contracting under this term as well. Technically, I started doing client work when I was 13 years old. I photoshopped YouTube banners and sold them to my classmates for $5 each. It was really in university though that client work became a significant income stream for me. I took a lot of photos and videos, I did a lot of graphic design. It was basically my side hustle during my studies. Nowadays, I still take on client work when the right opportunities arise, but I don't really focus on seeking clients or growing this income stream because client work income isn't very passive. You need to trade your time to earn money from it. And more often than not, I would rather spend my time growing my other, more passive income streams. However, that is not to say that client work is not a profitable income stream. If you've got a valuable skill to offer and some negotiation skills, you can totally make an income from client work that is worth trading your time for. There's a reason why the agency business model exists and why an increasing amount of people are choosing to freelance. Income stream number 5. Google AdSense. As a YouTuber, I make money from Google AdSense, which is YouTube's advertising program. Every time you see an ad on one of my YouTube videos, YouTube pays me a certain amount of ad revenue. Generally speaking, the more views a video gets, the more chances ads can be shown, and the more ad revenue I earn. Google AdSense is what I consider the foundation of a YouTuber's income. And what's great about it is that it's a very passive income stream. You upload a video on YouTube and Google AdSense does its thing. Of course, making the YouTube video takes time and energy, but if your video goes viral, it pays off in the long run. If you want to learn more about how much Google AdSense pays and important metrics such as RPM and CPM, check out this video that I made. In it, I break down exactly how much YouTube paid me for 12 million views. Link is also in the description. Income stream number 6, brand sponsorships. In the realm of YouTube and social media, Google AdSense isn't my largest income stream. It's actually brand sponsorships. For content creators and influencers, brand sponsorships can be a very lucrative income stream, especially since year after year, brands have been increasing their influencer marketing budgets due to the growing power of social media influencers. Brand sponsorships does have its negatives though, in that it isn't very passive as you have to constantly create content to promote these brands, and that it isn't a very steady income stream. Brand sponsorships come and go, and the income that you can generate from them really depend on the brands that you work with. Income stream number 7, affiliate marketing. Affiliate marketing involves referring a product or service and being paid a commission every time a purchase or sign up is generated from that referral. They're usually served through affiliate links, just like the ones that you see in the description of my YouTube videos. When you use one of my affiliate links, I earn a commission from it. For me, some of my affiliate links are attached to brand sponsorship campaigns, but most of mine are from affiliate marketing programs. The most famous one that you may be familiar with is Amazon Associates. Affiliate marketing is an incredible income stream because it is as passive as it gets. All you need to do is paste a link and you're done. For example, for my self-haircut tutorial video, I included an Amazon affiliate link to my hair clipper in my video description. And that simple copy and paste job earned me a couple thousands of dollars and continues to bring an income to this day. Not bad at all. Income stream number 8. Patreon. I have a Patreon, which is a membership platform that lets my biggest supporters support me as a content creator. Every time I release a video, my patrons pay me an amount, and in exchange, I provide them access to exclusive content, perks, and benefits. For me, this is a great alternative to Google AdSense and brand sponsorships, as the income I generate from it is very predictable. Patreon isn't only for YouTubers and content creators. Whether you're a musician, a teacher, or a journalist, there's so many ways to provide value to your patrons on Patreon. For Patreon to become a significant income stream though, you do typically need a sizable and dedicated audience. Even for me, I only have 2 patrons. It might be because I don't really advertise my Patreon, but you know what? They pay for a cup of bubble tea every time I release a video, and for that, I am very grateful. Income stream number 9, licensing fees. I don't frequently earn income from this stream, but I have earned income from it. For example,
YouTube Premium has ad-free videos, so the instructions never pause mid-fade. Get YouTube Premium with ad-free, offline, and background play, and style uninterrupted.
Now, I didn't just wake up one day and see myself on a YouTube Premium ad. YouTube actually reached out to me to license my self-haircut tutorial video, which is basically getting permission from me to use it. I gave them permission, and in exchange, I charged them a licensing fee. Licensing opportunities for videos like mine are kind of rare, so I don't really focus on growing this income stream. But there is a lot of opportunity in this space. People often license stock photos, stock footage, music, designs, ideas, products, all kinds of things, and it can generate significant amounts of income. This is also a very passive income stream because you don't really need to do anything after the initial work of creating what you're licensing other than giving permission. Income stream number 10. NFTs. NFTs, or non-fungible tokens, are a cryptographic token that represents something unique. It's essentially a one-of-a-kind digital collectible. You might have heard of it on the news or have heard of the artist Beeple selling his digital artwork for $69 million. What you might not know is that on top of the sale, creators often earn royalties on NFTs too. So when, let's say, Beeple's NFT is resold, he's gonna get a hefty amount of passive income. I have a couple of NFTs up for sale on OpenSea, but I'm not a famous artist, so as of now, NFTs are not a significant or reliable income stream for me, as well as for most people who are making NFTs right now. However, I really believe that they will have a major role in the creator economy in the future, so I'm stating NFTs as an income stream in this video to cement my destiny. It's still really early in the NFT space right now, so more and more opportunities to make income from them will be popping up as time goes on. And for my final income stream, we have the e-commerce business. I'm currently in the process of launching an online store for my TikTok presence, and we'll be selling merch like t-shirts and hoodies, as well as products like RC cars. Right, I'm known as the Drift King on TikTok, if you didn't know. E-commerce is great. It's quick and easy to start with platforms like Shopify and Amazon. It's very scalable, and there are multiple online business models you can follow, such as selling products on your own website, selling products on online marketplaces, print on demand, drop shipping, Amazon FBA, the list goes on. I'll be recording my entire journey of creating this online store for you guys, so make sure you're subscribed to see those upcoming videos. And there you go, my 11 income streams. Some of them I make more from than others, but nonetheless, they all help me diversify my income and make financial freedom possible. If you found this video helpful, be sure to like it, subscribe if you haven't already, consider becoming a patron, and peace out.